up, everyone? It's your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva. Can you believe it? The Diva has all caught up with her reviews for Real Housewives of Potomac. Feeling good, feeling great. How about you? Okay, so let's get into the season finale. This is season 4, episode 18. Mom's the word. And in this episode, the reason why mom's is the word is because, you know, Lord help. Ashley finally got this daggone baby. Okay, she with child. They did a review of the season, and I was like, at this point, I don't care what anyone says. Michael is a grabby hand old white man, and that also comes with his ability to have power and privilege with his money in hands. And you know that he's got the skin complexion for the protection from the collection. So there you go. My thing is this: if he's bisexual or gay, just own it. There's really no reason to be ashamed of it in this day and age. I mean, everyone is something these days. They're bi, they're queer, and they're here. I mean, they trans, and I'm trying to come up with something to rhyme with that. But either way, who cares what your sexuality is at this point? Either way, I'm sick of it. Then at some point when she was talking to Michael, she told Michael that she masturbated the other day, so that's why she thinks she might be pregnant. So they go and to the doctor, and sure enough, the baby has a heartbeat. They're all excited. Then Ashley invites her mama over for yoga so they can announce the baby. And then she was like, you know what, I'm going to put letters on my belly so we can show it to my mom. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really great. And no, it's not, but okay. They do a whole yoga session. The letters don't stay on. So this heifer goes in the bathroom, pisses on the stick, and then presents it to her mama so they can know that she's having a baby. There's tears of joy. Yay, Ashley. Karen is working on getting her launch party ready and together. I'm so happy that Karen has this product available and out there, and she's launching her product. And she can be like, in your face, Giselle, in your face. Karen stops over to see Monique in her home, and I'm glad to see that relationship blossoming there. In addition, you know, Michael, I just thought about something. Michael, during this, started crying. I was like, here he go with these crocodile tears. I was like, you ain't fooling nobody when it came to the baby. And then I also had a question. Was Ashley drinking in the Caymans? Wasn't she supposed to try to keep her body as pure as possible? I'm asking for a friend. But either way, again, I want to revisit that. Giselle in this home that she's renovating, she brings Robin out there, and Robin said, honestly, I would have preferred to have seen her tear this shit down and start from ground A. I said, but then we would have had a Chateau Charest situation. And that's why I think Giselle probably did that, because I think her money is just not going to be long enough to withstand a full-fledged tear down and rebuild. I just don't. Should have gotten a house like I saw her here in Atlanta, Dr. Jackie Giselle. Either way, I'll go with Robin on this, but I thought her house should have been tore down too, because that house, but I mean, the miracles she performed on that house that Robin did, I thought that was fabulous. Robin and Juan, the subject of them come up. Robin and Juan want to further show their commitment to one another, or Juan just wants to have Robin shut the hell up and get out his face asking about, you know, when they gonna get married again. I don't know what's going on with that. I really feel like a lot of us feel out here in Twitter land, because that's where I get a lot of my comments. I feel like Robin should go out and explore other relationships. Girl, get on Bumble or Tinder and start swiping. And get at least 2 men that you date here and there, you know. Because I just feel like Juan just is not as into it as you are. And these tattoos, you got the hearts on the side when y'all went to go get these tattoos. So I thought that was very interesting. And then Juan keeps talking about he wants a baby, but neither Robin nor the boys want a baby sister. They just not here for it. And despite the fact that the tattoo is there, I'm just like, if it makes them happy, who are we to judge their level of happiness? I know one thing, people probably will talk about me, unless my husband is willing to pay for it, I'm not getting married at no big church wedding. I wouldn't mind doing a destination wedding, but I'm perfectly happy doing the courthouse of Vegas, quite frankly. Hell, and if I have a nice house, we can do it in the backyard. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, when you spend all this money on this stuff, I just feel like we could have invested that in a stock portfolio or something. I don't know. Candace is making some adult moves. Now, on my Twitter, it got really, really lit. Some woman came on and immediately started berating Candace and her husband. Somebody was saying that Candace's husband was a loser. I'm like, I don't think Chris is a loser or taking advantage of any situation. I think that he really loves Candace and just wants her to be happy, so he allows her to do what it is that she wants to do. Also, Candace is trying to take responsibility and control. They have a conversation with the mother. They say they want to take over the mortgage. I think that's being responsible and adult. Also, I don't understand what this person meant about Candace's mom, Candace being an enabler of her mom's behavior. And I'm like, how is she an enabler when her mom has been doing this? Candace shared with us at age 10, her mother was telling her she was bipolar. I was like, what in the mommy dearest is that? What parent tells a child some shit like that? So, but I'm glad that she's starting to realize that she needs to learn what a budget is and how to take account for your money, because you can't keep spending money like water for the rest of your life, or your mama's money. Now, what I will say is this, is that Candace's mom has engaged in what some parents do. Be the parent is broke or wealthy. You have created a dependency. There are some parents out there that will purposely drain their children's bank accounts dry and guilt them into giving up their money just so they will stay with them. Or two, you have a parent like Dorothy who has money, who keeps stringing the child along, which entitles her to be able to berate and abuse Candace to this day, even as an adult. Karen has a photo shoot for her product line. I'm so glad she did that. The only thing I didn't like about Karen's look was the neutral lipstick they put on her. It was too orangey for her. If anything, next time be sure to stop off for Minted Cosmetics. They make neutrals for black girls or girls of color. But she looked damn good. The Grand Dame is here. And I hope you can shut down Giselle, because I don't understand. Giselle keeps saying she ain't got no distributors, she don't own. I'm like, do you fully own Every Hue? And why is it that we really haven't heard too much about what Every Hue is doing, but yet we done heard everything you have to say and criticize about Karen's business? Get in your own business and put some time and effort into that. How about that? Okay. Meanwhile, Miss Dorothy is in town, honey. She just excited that her children gonna take over this here mortgage. Okay, my thing is that she take her name off the deed too, so they can be fully responsible. Like, we should have a transfer of deed. Okay, but she was helping Candace put her outfit on, and Candace was like, I'll do it myself. And then Candace goes into the closet, and that's when Dorothy goes, I don't know why you're acting like a little bitch. Like, what parent talks to their child like that, especially one at Dorothy's level? That's just cruel and inhumane and brutal, if I can quote Miss Karen. But I didn't like that. And that's when, let me see if I can find these comments. This was the craziest shit ever. I was like, what the hell are you talking about, lady? You sound crazy. Me and another lawyer had to try to get into it with this woman. She said Candace needs to grow up and get her own cash. No reason for her mama to be on the show. Then my lawyer friend Magenta Moon says, what does that have to do with her mother being verbally abusive? Also, why is it a problem for a wealthy parent to help support their child? She said Candace is a grown-ass married woman who needs to grow up. Yes, their relationship is dysfunctional. By not accepting responsibility for her life, she's an enabler. She tries to accept responsibility. I didn't get that. I really want to just share this thread with you guys, okay? And then Magenta goes, you can't be an enabler to yourself. We saw her take the mortgage over this episode. Besides, it would have been normal even if her mom gifted her entire house. The issue is her mother, not her. And we all can agree on that. And this isn't the first time I've had, I don't know if it was her or another one that came on here. I'm like, are you people okay on social media? She goes, I'm not saying the mother doesn't have issues, but Candace is an adult and can take control of the whole situation. And And my friend goes, that's not how enabling works at all. That is victim blaming. And that's essentially what this woman is doing that came on my Twitter. But again, we saw her take over the mortgages episode to free herself from her mom's financial control. It's done. Then here goes Miss Know-It-All. Let's do this. The word enable means to make able or to give power to. Magenta responded and said, no, enable has a different meaning. In the social context, you cannot enable someone to treat you poorly. And that's true. Those are called narcissists. That's what narcissists do. Then somebody came in and said, I find Candace to be disrespectful to her mom. I don't. I see Candace trying to set boundaries. I said, but her mom is very disrespectful to her as well. And for what Candace has described about their relationship and what I saw during their therapy session, Dorothy is toxic and has passed that on to Candace, who is always on the defensive. Then somebody asked, when did they say that? I said, when she was tying Candace's jumpsuit. I also made note. I like the fact that Magenta said, either way, this conversation is dead. We just disagree. And I said, I'm with Magenta on this one. And Rhonda, well, I didn't want to say the woman name, but anyway, I call it Rhonda. I'm not sure what episode, I told Rhonda, I said, I'm not sure what episode you were watching, but Candace and Chris took over the mortgage, and she's actually working on budgeting and being more responsible. And then she said, noted, maybe now she can stand on her own and set up boundaries between her and her mom. It's just simple as that. The whole conversation went left, and I was just at a loss. Needless to say, let's get back to this party. Yes, honey, Miss Karen, come through. We got LaDame in a beautiful display. Of course, Giselle had something there. Why is it in a glass case? Because it's called presentation. Presentation is everything. That's PR 101, sis. But Katie Ross came through there looking good, runway ready, until she told us she might be a little musty and funky because she didn't put on deodorant or bathe that day. She just came, and I was like, oh, okay, Katie. I was like, Karen, just keep your arms down, just really tight. If you feel yourself, anybody got some lemons or lime, just squirt some of that under your arm. I'm sure there might be some lemon, some cucumbers or something you can put on there. So when Giselle saw this display, she goes, oh my God, it's a museum. They tried the fragrance. Giselle says she feels like at the very most she's a 36-year-old. But now she feels like she's 73. I guess she's trying to say Karen's fragrance smells like white diamonds or something the old ladies wear. Elizabeth Taylor, I love you, girl. Rest in peace. Ashley and Giselle didn't have anything good to say about the fragrance, but I did get a laugh when Giselle said that they all noticed that Ashley wasn't drinking. Like wherever she goes with her event, she always got a Corona in hand in her mouth, but she's just drinking water, talking about she's detoxing from the vacation. Giselle said in the confessional, talking about that prenup about to run out on Ashley, and so now she had to have that baby. I was like, ooh. They do a presentation, and LaDame is, the way Karen did it was like, because Karen didn't have an actual store she was going to sell out of just yet, but we now know that you can order or get it at Bloomingdale's. LaDame is there. Finally, they do like all of the closing things. I still laugh at the fact that Ashley expected support from the ladies for Michael. I was like, girl, keep looking, because you ain't been supportive most of these seasons. And just like Karma Oz done closed, honey, wasn't nobody in there. Katie told you wasn't nobody in there. And then Giselle apparently is back with her ex. She's back with Jamal Bryant. Well, he got this nice big church out here in, is it Lithonia? I think it's in Lithonia. New Birth, Eddie Long's old church. I just call him Eddie because I'm like, dead or not, what you did was shameful. Candace and her mom are not on speaking terms, y'all. Who's surprised by that? But Candace is paying the mortgage. Okay, they so excited to be making a big deal about paying their first mortgage on their own. And finally, in my concluding thoughts about this season, with friends like Giselle, who meets enemies. I'm just saying. Oh, and one more thing. So after the premiere of the season finale, Katie Ross had a few words for them. On the Real Housewives of Potomac episode Moms of the World, while Ashley Darby and her husband see their baby for the first time via sonogram, Karen Huger finally reveals her LaDame perfume with an extravagant soiree Giselle Bryant and Robin Dixon show up at the party to support Karen. They're surprised when they see Katie there. Last time they saw Katie, she was miserable in the Cayman Islands and then abruptly left the trip. This is what an article said. Well, Katie posted this article and had some choice words because Robin has said, well, you know, I'll never invite her on another trip again. I'm like, you can't do that because that's Bravo's money and they can pick and choose who they want to go. So Katie said, wow, what an impossible situation. On the trip to the Caymans, I was sick. I was there for a day and a night before the host, Robin, arrived. And y'all know Robin was late. I don't know what host means because Robin couldn't host a 5-person dinner with her always declined Amex. So trust and believe I'm not sweating her deciding to not invite me on any more trips that she, A, can't afford, and B, get to on time. Lord, where was I? So I was on the island wearing my bad wig and all, and then I felt like something wasn't right and called a doctor. He was an island/house doctor. He came to my room and gave me antibiotics and told me to stay out of the sun. The next day we were all on a boat all day and in the sun. I felt very sick. I left Grand Cayman after notifying production and the front desk that I was sick. I got home and found out I was pregnant. I told Robin, Giselle, and all of production I was pregnant 2 days before Karen's LaDame party. I told Ashley the night of I lost the baby a few months later. So she said hashtag RHLP, hashtag you already know, hashtag editing involves integrity. And you know, Katie was a journalism major back in the day. So I just wanted to add that in. So I don't think Katie will be back for season 5. I would love to see her back for season 5 because I actually enjoy this Katie. I like this Katie that's out of fucks to give and is just a free spirit. Okay. But that concludes my thoughts. I am ready for this reunion. I hope everyone else is. I will definitely be reviewing it. I will be tweeting. If you want to follow me on Twitter, that will be down in the description as well. How you can follow my Twitter handle, Fia the Diva. But y'all, that's it. And I do apologize for being so late in getting these out to you. I don't know. And it's not like, and this week especially, I just been out of it, like exhausted. So I'm hoping to be more proactive. Of course, you know, you can always join me on Periscope as well through Twitter. Every Sunday night I'll be reviewing Power. If you can catch that. I'm trying to see what else am I doing. And of course, Married to Medicine, I've got that up and going. But that's all I've got for this season finale. Thank you guys for joining. It wasn't really a lot here. Chin up, buttercups. The sun will come out. But in the meantime, in between time, stay fabulous.